The goal of these lectures is to give an overview of what destination marketing is in practice. We are gonna go through how a destination can take its marketing strategy into practice in destination marketing. Then we're going to discuss what is destination content marketing, what kind of actions should destinations take when they are doing content marketing, and how can destinations be unique. This uniqueness is something that is very much the basis of destination marketing, and we have already previously examined destination marketing strategies, how to make them unique. But now we are going to pay a little bit more attention to how those strategies can be turned into practice. This is a very good picture on my behalf, on my point of view, that shows the process of the new marketing strategy, or the at least at this point, the established marketing strategy. It all starts with the plan. So you should have some kind of plan what you are doing and why, what kind of content you are producing, for which purposes, what kind of keywords you are going to use in search engines, what is your overall marketing strategy, and how all these digital channels fit into that picture. The second part is that you have to create the content that you are going to use in digital marketing. You can create ebooks, blogs, presentation videos, webinars, all different kinds of things. In the next phase, you have to think about the right channels where you can publish those contents so that you can get your customers, the people who would be most interested in what you have to offer, to reach them. And it's not just simple that you just publish a content and then leave it there. It's very seldom that a content that you have created goes viral, that it gets a lot of views without you doing anything. Promoting this content that you have created is of utmost importance. So if you are doing content, you also have to have channels to promote it. This all forms your marketing practice, what you are doing in the real world. It's also very important to manage this whole digital marketing process, meaning that you are constantly aware what is happening with your campaigns, with your actions. You are there to respond to customer inquiries. You are there to respond to changes in marketplace. You are there to respond to feedback you get from your potential people, from the media, and so on. And you have to constantly analyze, measure everything you can, have clear sense of which measures are important for your success, analyze those, and use those lessons you learn from this process when you are planning the next steps, next campaigns, next parts of your strategy implementation. This is probably one of the most perfect pictures regarding content marketing. There is so much information in this picture, and a lot of people have seen this. This is a very popular content published by e-consultancy and devised and designed by Chris Lake. It's a 7-step guide to success in content marketing. The first base is that you should have some kind of content strategy. It can be a part of your general marketing strategy or a document on its own. Then all these next steps are just how you implement your content strategy. I think that what I would do here differently is that I would start with the sharing triggers. Think about why content, how you can make funny, sexy, shocking, moving, unbelievable, cool, random, or cute, or even uplifting or disgusting content that kind of content that would drive engagement in social media, in content marketing. Then you decide the format of that content, choose the content type, what type of content you make, choose the platforms where you publish that content, and also have the metrics and goals set out for you. Pay focus especially on how metrics develop. So especially these green and blue metrics and goals should always go forward. The things you do in marketing should always, as especially on a long run, take your business forward. And when we are looking at these metrics, for example, you have to be quite aware about the traffic you get. So in social media, you might be able to reach a lot of people quite easily, but you have to figure out if they are the right people, if they indeed are the ones that your business is interested in and who are interested in your business. You do not want wrong kinds of customers to your social media followers because they might cause problems. And if they don't like the content that you are publishing on your social media channels, for example, you will see a lot smaller engagement rates with the content that is directed or presented to people who are not interested in it. So you have to have this kind of content strategy about who are your target groups and how you are catering, how your content is catering for them. The last part is, of course, to double check your work. Have this checklist of formatting, copy editing, search optimization, queries, and all these different kind of little things, optimization things, fit and dialed in, honed in your content that you are publishing. And you can do this for every piece of um, content that you make, to have this kind of idea what they could be. Content marketing is never ready. You can always make more content, more videos, more pictures, more blog posts, more websites, and so on. And typically, the more content you have, more visitors you will get. And better your content is, the more engagement it creates, better are the results. It's up to you to figure out what is the right amount of information to provide. For some audiences, lengthy blog post works better than for some. Some people just like to read, in some situations, very small, short, concise blog posts. Some people like to have a larger articles, for example. Always keep in mind that you are making content for people, not just for search engines and not just for social media, but for real people. Have stories, have experiences, have calls to action whenever possible to make people to go forward, read, buy, see more, order, sign up, register, whatever. Have these calls to action in all the content you make. And please remember that you have to have different content based, based on the purpose of that content and the customer information search process, what the customer is looking for. The content you have in inspiration stage is completely different compared to the content you have when people are looking for more information about the product after they are already inspired by your initial messages. This trifecta, this digital marketing trifecta, is very important to understand that basically you have three kinds of media available for you. One is paid media, which is basically every time you pay some organization, actor, or business to show your media. Then the second one is owned media. They are your own channels like websites, mobile sites, blogs, and social media channels. And then there's the earned media, which cannot be bought, but it has to be earned. So like social media shares, reposts, reviews, things that consumers do for you. And marketing has definitely moved, especially in travel and tourism, towards earned media. People are relying and trusting more information that is provided by other tourists. All the websites start to have reviews because people are looking for reviews, looking for peer comments, not trusting the brands and businesses and destinations to um, provide this neutral and realistic image about the products and experiences they are selling. There has been a huge change in marketing thought. We have moved from outbound marketing, marketing that interferes people when they are doing something else, like cold calling and newsletters and things like that that are sent out to customers, to inbound marketing, which means that we are now trying to produce content that is so valuable for customers that they search for it. They come to our websites because we have this correct content, this interesting content for them in our website. But this doesn't mean that outbound marketing is dead. That's definitely not the case. There are right roles and right situations. Sometimes you have to have outbound marketing. Sometimes the best way to do things is inbound marketing, having this content, but sometimes you have to support inbound marketing by outbound marketing actions. For example, to get the content rolling and so on. The critical part when you are doing social media marketing, for example, is creating engagement, making people take action because of the company marketing actions of the company. Have people click, like, share, comment things you do, your posts, your updates is the best uh, way to spread the news, spread the message about your company and what you are doing. There are so many different kind of ways to create engaging content, and I highly recommend that you pay more attention to what kind of comment you can make and should make for different kind of customer groups. We can say that good content is either weird, it solves a problem, creates customer value, educates people, make us laugh, like this edutaining content, has a wow factor, kind of a whoa, this is cool, and just create some kind of value. Understanding customer value concepts, what kind of value we can create is very important in marketing. You could say, for example, that content marketing needs to have these aha moments or these haha moments or these ah moments, meaning that they have some kind of effect on people's minds and perceptions. This is a fantastic story about Alba Mouton, which is a small village destination in Switzerland who managed through the use of social media to become world famous basically overnight. Emirates hit the jackpot when they provided this guy a free first class seats in the airplane, and this was Casey Neistat, a famous YouTube star who documented his whole flight experience, and it was seen by, I think, tens of millions of people, demonstrating excellent way the power of these influencers can have these social media characters that have millions and millions of followers. Influencer marketing is one of the possibilities that destinations can use, but buying influence, buying services from influence marketers, it can be quite expensive, as we can see. The best way is that your products, services, places, destinations are so good that these influencers are telling about them on their own accord, by their own free will. Then the role of technology in marketing practice. The chief Martech creates this annual marketing technology landscape, which is by year getting crazier and crazier. So there's new services being added all the time. And as you can see from this picture, it has already got unbelievably difficult and complex field. There's so many different services for many different purposes that no one can keep up with what the hell is happening with marketing technologies. But the key thing is actually not to look at technologies. Technologies are there just to help you to reach your goals. They are not a goal in itself. You need to have clear understanding of the possibilities you have regarding the content marketing and all the different topics in technological marketing landscapes. But this doesn't mean that you have to use all of those. Just pick the ones that are most relevant for you, and that's not even that um, difficult to define. One key thing is to let customers do the job for you, especially in content marketing. I think that modern destinations should rely on content that the customers are creating. Having customer electronic word of mouth comments and materials for destinations are very valuable because people tend to trust those. They are cheap to get, and you can use them in many ways in your websites and social media campaigns and things like that. There is a fantastic piece of content in Social Media Examiner about Visit Australia and how they are leveraging um, social media posts and material from customers for their destination marketing. And this is something that many destinations still could learn from. One topic that we need to discuss in destination marketing is also the search engine optimization. As I said earlier, we should let the customers do the job for you in content creation, but customers rarely, well, sometimes, but rarely, make the key content that's beneficial for search engine marketing. I I think that the destination content, the content that destinations make, need to be specifically aimed at search engine marketing. Have the keywords and focus on those that are most important for your destination, most used by your potential customers, and make content that fits those search words, that like fills the gap that the customer content cannot do for you. That is the main role of content that a destination can produce. And the key in all this is being unique. It's very useful to do benchmarking studies, find out what others are doing, what kind of videos they are posting, what kind of messages, languages they are using. But it's not to imitate them. It's to understand that you are not going to do the same. The destinations that can be different, the destinations that have their own voice that people immediately recognize are the ones that are doing the best kind of marketing in practice. Use the destination resources you have that no one else have. You need to have these mapped out quite clearly, that what things makes the destination unique. Always remember that tourists want to have great experiences. They want to see, learn, feel, hear, taste, talk, relax, challenge themselves. All of these come down to experiences. Marketing is about storytelling. You have to have this destination story that you are telling. And when the tourists get to your destination, you are there to co-create these stories and co-create new stories with them. And do not focus on technology too much. Technology is only a tool. You need to understand people, understanding consumer behavior, understanding tourist behavior, understanding why people click, why they love you, why they hate you, what kind of feelings you create. This is the key to understanding why marketing works and does not work. Understand what people want, need, value, and and design marketing based on those consumer customer insights. So this was just a quick overview to supplement the course material that you have available. I'm just raising some topics that are not as well covered in the course material as they could be in this lesson. Now based on this, you should be able to have some kind of idea how to bring destination marketing strategy into practice. You should have some kind of idea about how you approach the content marketing in destination marketing case, and have some kind of idea what kind of content you should be making for what kind of people, and how you could use the content already available for you in promoting the uniqueness and the story of the destination you are trying to promote. Thanks for listening.